Hello there. Thanks for taking the time to click on this video. I do appreciate it. And if you clicked on this video, you're in the market for a new fly rod. So why should you consider the FFD series? Now, I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now. I have been fly fishing now for about 40 years. And I decided to design my own fly rod. I wanted to design a fly rod that was easier to cast for the newer fly fisher, but then also easier to cast for somebody who's more advanced and just looking for something that just is a little more forgiving when it comes to the casting portion. It is a medium fast action blank. It is a Japanese Toray carbon fiber blank. I know that's a mouthful, but essentially what that means, it's a quality blank that you can trust, and it has a perfect parabolic power taper. And what that essentially means, it bends nearly perfectly in a parabolic shape, and all of that energy transfer from the fly rod loading goes into the fly line. So it releases evenly, it releases without wobble. It is a high performance blank that's very easy to cast. So what really sets my fly rod apart from everyone else's fly rod is I locally source most of my components. And most manufacturers cannot say that today. And I also source the top tier components in the market today. If you look at the handle itself, right here, this is Pescari cork. It's a fluorinated, agglomerated cork. I've designed this handle to be a little bit more robust. I like the feel, right? This is a full well handle with fighting butt. I also have half well handles for the 5 weights and below. 6 weights are full well with fighting butt on up. But it's a nice, robust handle. It has a soft feel, but it's super durable. And I think it looks great too. Next is this reel seat. This reel seat right here is from locally sourced wood. These come in blocks, they're dyed, and then we hand turn them for every single fly rod. And they're finished with an epoxy and lacquer that literally makes them almost as hard as a rock. I mean, it's very, very durable, but they're beautiful because they still hold all the characteristics of the wood. Every single handle that comes with the FFD rod has a different characteristic and a different flavor because each reel seat is hand turned from a locally sourced block of wood in the Pacific Northwest. Next are the components. All of this hardware that's in the reel seat, the stripping guides and the running guides, these are not created equal out there in the market today. I've partnered up with Snake Brand for all of this, and it is the highest quality hardware that you can get on the market. They're durable and they're built to last the lifetime of this fly rod, which is well over 20 years of use. This is designed to be an heirloom rod that you can pass down to the next generation of fly fishers. So if you're looking for something that supports 4 family-owned companies, Pescari Cork, veteran owned out of Port Angeles, Snake Brand out of Battleground, Leonard, who builds the rods out of Battleground, and also myself with the FFD Rod Company, you're supporting 4 family-owned companies by purchasing one of these fly rods. You're gonna get something that's easier to cast, more forgiving. It is really just a great fly rod. One of my favorite fly rods in the lineup is a 3-weight. And I have tested that 3-weight on some massive fish. It is incredible, the strength, the light feel, the light touch of that 3-weight, but what that rod can handle. I've landed some fish that were pushing 10 pounds just because I wanted to test it, right? I wanted to test that fly rod, see if I could break it. And to date, it is still running strong, and I have not broken on a giant fish yet, but it sure is fun to land those big fish on a really light setup. But I've got 3, 4s, 5s, 6, 7, and 8s in the lineup. I also have an SRC rod, sea run cutthroat rod, which is right here. It's designed for saltwater use and for the sea run cutthroat fishing, but it also works great for if you're fishing hatchery steelhead or if you're fishing bigger trout, bass. It's also a great rod for that. So check out my website. Thank you so much for considering one of my fly rods. It is greatly appreciated. And until the next time, everybody, fish on.